Hello, today is Thursday, the 16th of April, 2020. This is my COVID-19 journal. Um, so I'll start with the numbers and then I'll give you some insight at some other things. So right now it is about a little bit after 8 o'clock at night. The confirmed cases in America is now at 658,000 and the total number of deaths is at 32,000. New York now has 223,000, and North Carolina is now listed at 5,600 cases of what's going on right now. So it's been interesting to kind of just see there's a big push to kind of return back to normal, to quote, to turn the economy back on, and that's a big push, and then there's pushes between whatever, and rightfully so, there are those who say, look, it's not a light switch. All of a sudden it's not done. I mean, from what I've just seen every day as I've been doing this, we're still going up, significantly. I haven't, I mean, we're still, every day I go in and I look at it, I'm like, those numbers keep going up, So the idea of it flattening, again, there are people who know this stuff much better than I do, but just looking at the data from a day-to-day basis, I don't see it starting to go down at all. So talking about reopening seems a little premature at this time. I get it. So anyway, Wake County, where I live, they've extended the stay-at-home order to go until April 30th. Again, so today's the 16th, and yeah, there's that. And the other thing that was kind of going on is just kind of checking in how my family and I are doing. I've been back to work, which has been, I've been working this whole time. So, except for this has been home as opposed to being somewhere else. Do I miss the drive in? And my drive in is usually about 20 minutes to half an hour, depending. It's not a bad drive at all compared to what I've had in the past. But there's something about having some variety. It's the concept of, I tell my students when we're writing, we want to give some variety to the sentence structure and sentence lengths when we're writing, because our brain likes variety. It's the idea of just listening to that same song over and over and over and over. Eventually we get tired of it, and then if we go listen to a few other songs, then we come back and like, oh, I like this song again. So kind of doing the same thing, even though what I do on a daily basis for school is a little different. My routine is basically the same. I get up, I just come here, I just do the thing, and I mean, shower and stuff like that. But the idea of, there's some variety when you're driving to and from work, and just breaking up kind of whatever. It's I wouldn't say it's really taking my toll, but the days seem a lot longer. Maybe because, I'm not factoring in the commute or whatever. I'm still doing a lot and getting a lot done and being very productive, able to spend time with the family. I kind of make it a point. I made a big point that at 5 o'clock I turn off my notifications from work, because basically from the moment I wake up, I turn on my notifications. So every time I get an email from work, it dings on my phone. So if I'm in the middle of doing, any number of things, I can always just check to say, okay, is this an email that needs to be responded to right now? Generally, the answer is yes. During the day, but after 5 o'clock, I turn the notifications off because I said, okay, I have to kind of cut it off. And then I usually check it in the evening just to see if there's anything that kind of popped up that needs to be just put, addressed. That's why, my job is definitely not a 9 to 5 job. It never has been, as far as when you're a teacher. You just don't have business hours, so it is what it is. But, hanging in there. It's almost like, am I looking forward to the end of the semester? Yeah, okay, well, then, the end of the semester is very busy because we have all these reports and we have to do all these things with grades, final grades, and, and chasing down people to get their stuff in. And but once that ends, the faculty is basically then gone for the summer. I'm not, because I'm a department head now. Okay, so I'll be teaching summer classes. I'll be working on projects, and generally I try to write my own books during the summer. So am I looking forward to that? Well, kind of. I mean, in the past, it'd be like, ooh, I'm going to be home more. Well, I'm home more, So I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work out. But we're hanging in there. The family's been doing great as far as communicating and staying together. And we're just hanging in there. Anyway, so that's it for today, the 16th of April 2020.